Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about the science 7th standard biology part 3. In previous class we saw about the eye care and hair care and diseases caused by bacteria and diseases caused by virus. In diseases caused by viruses like hepatitis also, we saw about the hepatitis in previous class. In this class, we are going to see about the chickenpox. Let's see about the chickenpox. See the picture of chickenpox. Okay. See the some points about the chickenpox. Chickenpox, also known as varicella, is a highly contagious infection caused by the varicella zoster virus. This disease spread through air and contact with an infected person. Its symptoms is appearance of rashes on the whole body, fever, headache and tiredness. This is the symptoms of chickenpox. Rashes on the whole body, tiredness and headache and fever. Okay. What are the prevention and treatment for chickenpox? Let's see. The chickenpox vaccine is the best way to prevent chickenpox. The name is varicella. The chickenpox vaccine is the best way to prevent chickenpox. This is also viral fever only. See the picture of chickenpox. And another point is special attention should be given to the infected persons. Special attention should be given to the infected persons. Next we move on to rabies. Rabies is a fatal disease which is transmitted by the bite of the infected dog, rabbit, monkey, cat, etc. The virus present in the saliva of dog enters the brain via neurons. The symptoms of rabies is hydrophobia. Hydrophobia means extreme fear for water. Fever for 2 to 12 weeks. In behavior. This is the symptoms of rabies. Okay, let's see about the prevention and the treatment. In early stages, rabies is very difficult to detect. After an animal is bitten, it usually takes 2 to 12 weeks to show any symptoms, and it may take as long as 2 years also. So, fertility can be prevented by timely vaccination before the onset of symptoms. This is the picture of infected person. So, first one is virus enters through the via animal bite. Here one example is given here, dog. Second one is virus replicates in the muscles at site of a bite. Virus infects the nerve in peripheral nervous system, moves by the retrograde transport. Virus replicate in the dorsal root ganglion and travels up spinal cord to brain and brain infected. Finally, virus travels from brain via nerves to the other tissues such as eyes, kidneys, salivary glands. This is the picture of infected person. Next, let's see about the non-communicable diseases. That means diseases that are not caused by pathogens and cannot be passed on by a sick person to a healthy person. Okay. Next, antibiotics are medicines that fight against germs do not help to cure non-communicable diseases. First one is problems caused by wearing out of body parts. And next one is problems caused by external harmful agents entering the body. And next one, problems caused by a lack of trace elements in the body. Next one is problems caused by malnutrition. Next, specific health problems of children. Anemia. Let's see about the anemia. Anemia means in Tamil Ratta Sogai. It is caused by eating food with less iron content and can also caused due to feeding some other foods instead of breast milk. Severe anemia in children may lead to hookworm infection, chronic diarrhea. In recent day school going children, especially the girls, are affected by anemia. The government of Tamil Nadu provides weekly iron folic tablets to all the girls in the school of all areas. Last one, let's see about the safety and first aid. First aid is the immediate treatment given to the victim of trauma or sudden illness before medical help is made available. The first aid is to save the life, to prevent further bleeding and determine the condition of the patient, to relieve the pain, to provide a medical care available at the earliest. For example, burns, cut and scratches, and first aid for cuts. Okay, let's see about the burns. Burns, the tissue damage caused by heat, chemical, electricity, sunlight or nuclear radiation is known as burns. See the picture of burns. This is the picture of burns. Mostly burns are caused by building fires, flammable, liquid and gases. There are 3 types of burns according to degree of burning. First degree, second degree and third degree. First degree burns affect only the outer layer of the skin. Second degree burns damage the epidermis and the layer of beneath. Third degree burns involve damage or complete destruction of the skin to its full depth and damage to underlying tissues also. People who experience such burns often require skin grafting. Okay, let's see about the first aid for burning. In case of minor burns, the affected area should be washed with cold water and an antiseptic cream should be applied. In case of severe burns, where deeper layers of tissues get destroyed and blisters appear, use of water should be avoided. The burnt area should be covered with a clean, non-sticking cloth or bandages. Larger burns need immediate medical attention. It is very important to keep a fire extinguisher readily available. Next, we are going to see about the cut and scratches. Cuts and scratches are areas of damage on the surface of the skin. A cut is a line of damage that can go through the skin and into the muscle tissues below, whereas a scratch is surface damage that does not penetrate the lower tissues. Cuts and scratches may bleed or turn red, become infected and leave scars. Let's see first aid for cuts. For minor cuts, the affected area should be washed with cold running water and cleaned with an antiseptic liquid. Then apply an antiseptic cream on the wound and sterilized bandage should be tied to prevent infection. If the cut is deep, a clean cotton pad should be placed on the cut and pressed, and the injured person should be taken to a doctor immediately. This is the first aid for cuts. Next, basic cleanliness and protection. The most important thing is to help anybody, but you must also protect yourself from HIV and other blood-borne diseases. When you help someone who is bleeding, you should wear gloves or a clean plastic bag on your hands. Second point, be careful not to prick yourself with needles or other sharp objects around the person you are helping. This is the basic cleanliness and protection. Okay students, that's all this lesson. We will see in book exercise. Thank you children.